So I'm Ryan Boettcher. This is, I call it Burning Bush Farms.
Come on, go. All right, here they come. Look at them go.
It's just leased property. I'm super blessed to be on this, but yeah, it used to be an old horse farm. Now we're kind of changing it over to a goat farm. So we're trying to practice regenerative agriculture. We bring the goats in, bring cows in, chickens in, kind of move them around, just rotate on the pasture, trying to build up the soil health and just keep it going. But yeah, my main focus is on goats. I really enjoy them. They've got great personalities, so I just keep building up with them. But yeah, it's a huge blessing to be here. The guy that owns the land is just phenomenal. He lets me pretty much just go with what I want to do, keep building my dreams, and just keep chasing whatever God's telling me to do. Yeah, so my faith is, a huge part of my life. It's like, I try to keep God in everything I do. I got days that it doesn't work so well, but no, I went to Lansing Catholic for high school. I think it was my junior year of high school. I went out west and we went on a trip. We visited this ranch out in Colorado, and we talked with the guy, and he's like, "Do you have money?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Do you have land?" I was like, "No." He's like, "What do you have?" And I was like, "Nothing." He's like, "Okay, well, don't start in beef." He's like, "You might as well start like goats, you can rent them out. They can clean up brush and everything." He goes, "Start in that." So he's like, "All right." So that was my junior year of high school, and that was just kind of like floating around the back of my head. And then my senior year, I just decided to start a couple of goats. I was working on a friend's property, and his grandpa kept joking, like, "You need to get some goats out here." So it's like, all right, and started doing that, and we got a few goats and just started with those. But then I don't know, I just felt like, something stirred when we were on that ranch in Colorado, and I felt like God just kind of kept pushing it, and he was opening all these doors. And so all right, I don't know, I'm a city kid from South Lansing. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But I was like, all right, God, if this is what you want to do, we'll just keep going. I started this encounter school I went to, and it was really building up my faith. And I kept trying to grow in my faith, but then I was growing the farm, and honestly I got super prideful, and we were on route for a great year. Making good money, and then everything kind of failed hard, and I lost pretty much everything in a couple of months. We had to take everything to auction. It was just bad. I was like, oh man. And so I was like, all right, God. I was like, what's going on here? Obviously I'm kind of screwing things up. But no, God just was like, all right, let's restart. And so I got a couple more goats, and the past year was just, oh gosh, it's been amazing and stressful at the same time, because God was like, all right, it's gonna be a year of trust. He's like, just go all in on the farm. And I was like, I got 6 goats. I've got a few chickens. That doesn't make money. I was like, God, what are you doing? He's like, just trust me. I was like, all right. When I first started doing this, and God was like, you just gotta trust me to provide, I had $100 in my bank account, and I was like, God, what the heck? And then I was like, all right, if you really want me to go all in, I need some people to approach and really help out with this. And by the end of the day, I got a check in the mail. I had this thing where I was like, I want to have $1,500 by the end of the day. That would get me 1 month's feed and everything, And I was like, $1,500 by the end of the day. I went home for lunch, and I got my tax return in the mail. And then I got another check from the elevator I was buying feed from back then, that were like, oh yeah, we've been charging you wrong for the past year. And they was like, here's your refund. And I was like, what? And then this other guy came out, and he's like, I just really believe in what you're doing. He's like, I don't know. He's like, there's just something about when I come out here and see the sunsets and stuff, he's like, there's just something different here. He goes, I really believe in what you're doing. He goes, I want to help you out. And he donated some, and by the end of the day I had over the $1,500. I was like, geez. I was like, all right. So that's when I started really, I was like, okay, God, we gotta go. it's just been a weird year. I mean, this past year has been impossible without it being God. So like, that's why I have no doubt I couldn't have done anything. But like every night I try after chores, I come to the end of the barn here, and then you can see the sunset like right out the end of the barn. And it's just gorgeous, and like I just sit and pray for a few minutes, and I don't know, it's like, it's your own voice in your head basically. Like you say your name in your head, that's kind of what God sounds like, but then you have to differentiate, you know, like, is this good, is this true? Is this a building? That's usually God. Is it tearing you down? Is it like self-doubt? You know, it's not God, but like, a lot of times, you know, it's just, I'm driving and I don't know, I just pray, I talk with God. I let him know, maybe it's weird, but sometimes I'm actually talking out loud. I'm like, all right, God. Maybe it's too much time alone in the barn. But yeah, if you want to reach out in any way, help out, whatever, in any form, just reach out on the Facebook or the Instagram page, Burning Bush Farms. That's I love to talk with people, chat with people, and just kind of show them what we're doing and anything we can do. So yeah.